India has been playing a significant role in the global oil market by buying cheap Russian oil and refining it into fuel for the US and Europe. The US government aims to maintain a well-supplied market and decrease Russia's oil revenue. And they have no objections to India and China earning bigger margins by buying discounted Russian crude and selling products at market prices. India's importance in the oil market is expected to grow as Europe implements sanctions, which will cause a shortage of diesel in the market, and result in more customers, particularly in Europe, relying on Asia to fill the gap. India is a net exporter of refined products, much of which comes from Russia. And it is shipped to the West to help ease the tightness in the market. India shipped about 89,000 barrels a day of gasoline and diesel to New York last month, the most in nearly 4 years, according to data intelligence firm Kpler. Russian oil is helping India to turn into major refined oil exporter. Russia has become the largest oil supplier to India, overtaking Saudi Arabia and Iraq. This has occurred as refineries in India buy up Russian crude oil that is being offered at discounted prices due to EU sanctions on Russia's hydrocarbon sector. India, being the world's third largest oil importer, has maintained its stance on buying Russian oil despite the EU ban. In October, Russia supplied India with 946,000 barrels of oil per day, accounting for 22% of India's total crude oil imports. Global crude imports rose by 5% in October, while imports from Russia increased by 8%. Indian imports of Russian crude oil by sea have also increased, with India buying fuel oil from Russia at a record-breaking rate of 106,000 barrels per day in October. Russia's market share in India has significantly increased from less than 1% in 2021, due to the severe price cuts that followed the invasion of Ukraine. How India supplies oil to the West. India is a net exporter of refined product, and much of this will be going to the West to help ease current tightness. India is likely operating within the EU guidelines, as refined products from Russian crude processed in a non-EU country like India can be delivered to the Europe as they are not considered of Russian origin. The group of 7 nations are working to reduce Moscow's revenue, and planning to add more sanctions. Thanks to Indian refined oil re-export, Russia's oil and refined products continue to flow to prevent a global supply crisis. The US has put a price cap on Russian crude. And India's willingness to buy more Russian oil at a steeper discount is a feature of the Western nations' plan to impose economic pressure on Russia without causing pain to themselves. Importance of India in oil market. Executives from various nations and companies, including Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, the US, and others, will be gathering in Bangalore for a 3-day energy forum this year, organized by India's Petroleum and Natural Gas Ministry. This shows how Western and Middle East values India's role in the oil market. West or Middle East countries cannot do business without India. West need India for refined products, and Middle East need India as a major buyer. Overall, India's role in the global oil market has become increasingly important, as it buys and refines Russian oil for export to the US and Europe. The US and EU are working to limit Russia's revenue while ensuring a stable oil market. In this calculation, only India fits in. This is the reason for West countries not showing objection to India's willingness to buy more Russian oil at a discount. Geopolitics is baffling to us. Why? US and EU want to ban Russian oil, but they are willing to take it from India as refined products. Thanks for watching.